good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. You know who it is. JJ on JJ's PC Builds, and you know what time it is. It's time to get it on with graphics card nightmares right here on JJ's PC Builds. Today, well, yeah, it is today. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dive right in. Who knows where, but we're going to dive right in somewhere, so y'all stick around for that, because, we're going to go through a little bit of Amazon, we're going to go through a little bit of Newegg, we're going to go through a little bit of eBay, we're going to go through a little bit of maybe Micro Center, maybe we'll do a little bit of that, and take a gander around and see what the prices are looking on the graphics cards. Well, from what, just to let you know, and this is your first time here, just to say, make sure you subscribe, and that way you get the latest views on all the videos I post up recently, so that way, you get the first notification for it. I know notifications do stink, but when you subscribe, you have options. If you want to turn your notifications off, that's up to you. If you want to leave them on, that's up to you as well. But subscribing to the channel helps build the channel. We're still trying to get up to 1,000 hours and 4,000 watch hours. So the more that everybody watches the videos, the better we'll be. So we're going to go ahead and just put that out there real quick. So if you want to be a part of the family, then subscribe. This way, and don't forget, everybody, on Thursdays, this is permanent. 11 a.m. is permanent when we go live right here on YouTube. We will be doing live segments on YouTube on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know everybody's time zones, but I can tell you Eastern Standard Time from here is 3 hours ahead of us. Central Time might be 2 hours ahead of us. Mountain Time might be 4 hours ahead of us. I'm not too sure about the time zones, if they're going to lock that in or what the government's going to do, but I don't even know what's going to happen right there. But anyway, let's go ahead and just dive right in and see Newegg. Well, we'll start off at Newegg, and then we'll work our way to Amazon, then we'll go to eBay, and then we'll go to Micro Center. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump to the action screen, I call it, the action screen. Let's go ahead and move me over here. That way I'll be out of the way of y'all, so that way y'all ain't got to see, y'all can see me on the left side instead of the right side, so y'all can see the graphics cards. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you all something really quick. Don't forget your drink. Make sure you get your drink and popcorn ready, as we're going to probably go on a 30 to 45 minute adventure today. So make sure y'all got it. You're going to need it. So let's jump back into it and see what Newegg has to offer. Okay, so let's see what the nightmare is going to be this week here on GC. Let's see, they got the 3070 for $479. Well, the prices don't look like it's coming down for the 30 series. To everybody else, it might look like that, but, be like the consumer. The low man on the pole consumer. Basically, the one that, struggles to get his PC together and wants to look for those great deals, but the thing is this, with money being tight, and I keep telling y'all this, for this certain reason, I help y'all looking for that lower price instead of a higher price. So 3070s, that's too high of a price. Go from the 3070 to the 580 is a lot of different, that's a lot of mob, I'm telling you. So you're taking Excuse me. You're going from a $99 card up that has 8 gigs up to what is it? Yeah, 479. I mean, you're probably saving what, 100, $320 right there. And they still got they got the 3080 at $899. That would be a really bad move to buy that, unless you're really desperate to have a card. But do remember, they still got probably, if you can get a 4070 Ti, or if you can get the RX 7900 XT or the XTX, probably the XT, you can still get it around that same price. If you can find them at MSRP, that's going to be the deal. Far as finding something at MSRP is going to be unlikely, because everybody's going to be sitting on these and they're going to be selling it somewhere else for more of a price, and it just is too much. I mean, who's going to pay for the same 3070 569 with 2 fans, no RGB, nothing? Look at that. That card are you going to buy that for 569 with no RGB, no bling, no nothing, no speed or anything else? I hate to tell you. I mean, as far as 30 series, 3070s ain't bad, but everybody's going to recommend you to get a 3080. So, just to let you know that, but I don't see 3080s. See, my point is at 569, I would see having a 3080 at 569. I mean, 899. You got your newest cards coming out in $799, at least almost $100 less than the older cards. It's just price gouge after price gouge after price gouge. I mean, that's the reason why I have graphics card nightmares. Doing this one day a week, I have it for the specific reason, so you all see real-time prices. Not prices that are floated or anything else. What you actually see on these websites. If you find a better deal, then you're golden. But when it comes to the average consumer looking just like I am on the websites, and this is what we see: overwhelming, overpriced crapola. That's pretty much what it looks like to me. I mean, a 2 gigabyte for $50. I'll tell you what. 1 gigabyte you can buy for $10. Okay, 2 gigabytes ain't worth nothing but $20. Okay. 3 gigabyte ain't nothing worth but $30. 4 gigabyte ain't worth nothing but $40. And going up until you get to the higher priced ones, and then when you start getting up to 24, then you start getting into like maybe to me, if these higher price cards should not be over $600. That's just my opinion. The newest cards should not be over $600. All these cards should be bumped down in price. I mean, way down in price. I mean, how much more money are you going to make off the same product you already made your money? This is nothing but profit to you. Okay? Everybody, you have to understand that. Look at this. $99 for a 580, which is going to be sooner or later, that's going to come up to a discontinued item. So when it discontinues, doesn't mean you can't use it. It's just the item's not, that graphics card's not. It can play some of today's games, but I'm still a little bit hesitant about that card. That still got me a little hesitant. Because the reason why the 580's got me hesitant is because the Ryzen 5 5600G and the Ryzen 7 5700G gets up to 8 gigabytes, of RAM. Gets up to 2400 megahertz. Okay, you really want to get down to the brass tacks? Let's get down to the brass tacks. The only thing this card's got going for it, and this is the deal, it's got 2048 streaming processors. Okay, there's nowhere near that the iGPU I got pulls over 50 watts. It's only pulling between 45 and 50 watts. Okay, this is 550 watts. So, probably pulling like 200 or 300 watts. And it's PCI Express 3.0x16. Okay. It would be a perfect fit for my computer. Yes, it would be a perfect fit. And they're saying that, it does 1440p gaming on this, but very slow. I've seen people talk about it. But, 1080p, you might be able to get good with it. It's got half the memory frequency that you would normally get with your other cards, because they're usually between 14 and 16,000 megahertz. Okay? So, it's not too bad of a card. If you're looking for a low budget card, $99, yes, that would be your best bet. It's GDDR5, okay, but everybody's up at GDDR6 and GDDR6X. So, GDDR5's not that far off. Just remember that. If it's GDDR3, that's way far off. But this is GDDR5. This seems to have a little bit more hoof to it. Not much, but it'll give you some kind of gaming. Give you some kind of gaming experience. Either it'll become a nightmare, or it'll become heaven to you. But usually depends on where you buy from and everything else. But looking at it, just to let you know, to me, it's not a bad price for $100. It's an 8 gigabyte card. It's got 256-bit bus. It's GDDR5, but I don't think it's a bad deal. So that's my take on Newegg. Now let's go over to Amazon. Let's see what Amazon's got to offer. Oh, lordy. I don't think I want that. Now, this one right here, this $129 one, this right here, you're best off to go to Newegg and get that $99 one. I got a 4 gig card from them. It's nothing but a joke. Okay? Nothing but a joke. It's not even worth the PCB it's printed on. So that's the reason why I would never, ever get another one of these ever again. And they're not going to get a review from me, because I already said my mind. Warranty? Nah. You ain't going to get no warranty with that. 869, 3070, 3060, 394. Well, that seems like that's a little bit better, but not much better. Everybody says, well, you keep looking at the price. Well, you know what? The consumer's looking at the price. Yeah, of course I'm going to keep looking at the price. A 3050, that's no better than getting the RX 6500 XT. It's no different. So, you get the OC version, but that's like $20 more. So for 20 bucks more, you get the overclocking version. That's not bad. Or you can stay with this one and get 299 and 300 bucks and spend it right here in Zotac. Depends on what your flavor is. I mean, 3060 right here it's an OEM version. I mean, I don't know how y'all would react to having an OEM version. It's the 3060 12 gigabytes for $329. They only knocked off 20 bucks. You think that's really worth it? Ain't worth it to me. Not for an OEM version. They're not built to last. OEM versions never built to last. I can tell you from experience. Look at this, $1,200 for a 3080. This right here. These two right here, I would never ever buy. Because look, why are you gonna pay right here $1,261.48 when you can come down here and get a 4070 for $879? Does that make sense to you? I mean, it doesn't me. I mean, look, $389. You can get a 6700 XT. These are all nightmares. I mean, this price right here, they should knock at least $100 off of this and make it $289. That would be a better sufficient deal. I mean, $649, not too bad, not too shabby. But they should knock at least, since they got all those new cards, they should knock at least $200 off of that and make that $449. The 3080, they should have already brought that down to like $799, $699, somewhere in between there. 7670 4 gigabytes GDR5, $59.99. Well, there's a deal. I'd buy that for $1. I'll tell you. I mean, 1030, 119. Let's go through and look about some more, see what else they got. 419, 36 amp, 12 gigabyte white edition. Okay, knock 100 off of that, you might have a sold. And they, people are buying these GPUs. They're buying the GPUs because they're putting a free tag on it somewhere that says get a free game with the GPU. They buy the GPU, install the game, and return the GPU. So guess what happens? Whoever gets the GPU next can't play that game because guess what? Somebody already stole it. I'm just telling you what I was told. A friend of mine went to, Best Buy. He said to me, he was supposed to get some kind of free game with it, with buying a graphics card. And then turned around, got the graphics card home, tried to install the game. They said, nope, can't do it. Game's already been installed. Can't install it again. Which makes no sense to me. I don't know how the hell they worked that out. I don't know how it got back into Best Buy, and I don't even know how it got back into its packaging. That's going to be even more surprising to me. I mean, like I said, the maximum I will ever pay on a graphics card, I mean, maximum is $300. And that's the way the consumer thinks. The consumer, the guy that, goes and busts his butt at work every day, does 6 days a week, comes home, kisses the wife, pats the kids on the head, sits back, wants to sit in front of the computer, but guess what? He ain't got no graphics card. So figure that one out. So, I mean, we go through this every week. And I know this, and I'm not whining about it. I'm looking out for the man that pays the cash to get these graphics cards. Okay, now I know nvidia, you can only control the price to a certain point. It's your partners, the ones that you send them out to and say, hey, you guys have a little bit of a wide berth on this, but when you go into their sites like Amazon, Newegg, and so on, the prices are always jacked up. It's like they got to keep the price so high, and they think everybody's going to keep paying that price. They're not. They're going to look at you and say, you know what? We're done. Look at the 4080. Look what they're doing with that. The RTX 4080. Look at all the drama that's built up around that. Look at all the drama that's built up around the 4070 Ti. Look at all the dramas built around the RX 7900 XT and the XTX. Look at all the drama that's built around these new cards. Some will buy them, yes, but you have a whole world of a population, not just 1%. So you think beyond the 1% and think about the 99%, maybe you'll make more money. And that's just an idea to AMD and nvidia and Intel. You guys want to make more money and you want to be innovative. You first need to start thinking about how to be innovative to get your customers innovated. Now, if you get your customers interested to be innovated, then you know what? They're going to buy your product. But until then, they're going to look at the price and say, you're crazy. You can put whatever product you want out there, but you're only going to sell that 1%. You're still going to sit on the 99% like you did the 30 series at nvidia. Like you did the 30 series, you sat on that whole product for this long a time, losing money and everything else, instead of making more of the product, putting it out there so everybody can get it in their hands. Now, not everybody's got them in their hands. I ain't got but one graphics card from a third-party vendor that says nvidia. And like you, AMD, I got one iGPU and a bunch of busted AMD cards that got your name on it. So, Intel, I'm sorry to say I don't have the ARC yet. Would love to have it, just to let you know. It's a matter of who can get, who's interested in, supporting the little guy. I know it sounds like it's a really bad whim, but if you take care of the little man's going to start telling his friends and then telling his friends, and guess what? Now you got a whole spew of people that want to buy more, and then now your 1% went to 5%, and then went up to 50%, and then 100%. And that means you got the whole world in your hands. Get it? So that's just my bag on it. Let's get back to this graphics card nightmares and see what's going on. I'm just flipping through the prices slowly so y'all can see them really quick, so you see what's going on. See, they're still trying to push the 580, but if the 580 goes extinct, you'll have that for a couple more years, and guess what? It'll sit on the shelf, and it won't be worth anything. These 5 series cards, they're going to be limited sooner or later. Like, who's going to buy the RX 6400? If I returned the 6500 XT because it was crap, don't you think the 6400 is going to be crap? AMD, really? You're putting a 64-bit bus card into your AIB partner hands. It's It's $150 card. Okay, well, why am I going to spend $150 when you can take and strap another $150 to it and get yourself a decent card? So, look at this, $42, 1 gigabyte. Who knows what kind of what the real manufacturer is on that, It's like the 730, stuff like that. Okay, enough of me gallivanting about what Amazon's doing. Let's flip over to eBay here. So this is eBay prices. Now remember, I always said you get an eBay bought card, it's used. No matter if it says new on eBay, to me it's used. Okay? So we got to keep that in mind. And, if they're going to sell a new card on eBay, then they should have thought about going to Amazon and selling the new card and not bringing it to eBay. eBay is your used product source. So, but do remember one thing: if I get 5 opinions from 5 different people saying that a graphics card is garbage, and that's 5 different opinions, and then I tell you all here, I based it upon different opinions, multiple sources, reliable sources, and stuff like that. And if I tell you a card's garbage, it's garbage. So I do have a couple independent sources that help me out, and I know a couple other people that that had a gander about some of these cards, because I know one friend of mine has every card that was made on the market since 1988. So, and he's got every card up to date. And I asked him, well, who has your wallet, your wife or you? He said, thank God, me. But anyway, let's go ahead and just move on around here. They got the 2080 for $200. 2080 for $200. Cash App only. Oh my God, really? Now it's going to Cash App. Well, that must mean that they're trying to scam you, because you wouldn't be spending for a 2080 $200. Not anywhere. Trust me, not anywhere. So if you do, then it's either broken or it's a scam. So, especially when they don't have if you look on the picture, they don't even have the cooler on it, so you know it's not it. So that's nothing but a scam. I mean, this right here, this looks legitimate. I'll give them that for 207, but you got a bid on it. I ain't bidding on nothing. Nothing I can't see, I'm not bidding on it. That's simple as that. You got the 5700 for 189. It'd be nice if he said best offer. That would, because it's an OEM card, I would have said best offer. Another nightmare. They got a 580 for $94. Well, if you don't trust that and you want to go get like some kind of warranty, then you go to Newegg, get a warranty, and get it for $99, $6 more. So, this in 175 for a 1660 Super. Best off to go over there to Amazon. For the A2000 6 gigabytes with DisplayPort adapters, $249. That's a good deal. Okay, that's not a nightmare. I got the first not a nightmare. It's a 6 gigabyte card, comes with 4 display ports, adapters that plug into the card, so that might not be, but do be aware. That could, ask them the question if it's a mining card or not. If it's been mined on, then you might want to look at it in a different direction. Find out if it's ever been tampered with, to find out if it, find out all the gist of it. I mean, I'm sure you've probably watched many people tell you that make sure that you find out if this tamper seal is still on it and this and that. There's many ways to find out if the card's good or bad. I mean, 389 6700 XT, hey, you can get it at Newegg. Let's see, the 6600 XT. Well, don't look like nobody's bidding on it, because it don't look like it's got Oh, it's the Sapphire Nitro. But, you know, if you're going to put something to bid on, then why add the shipping price to it? And also, too, why that should be zero with zero bids. So if you want people to bid on it, then it would have been better if you would have left that zero. That's just telling you want the starting price at 138. I could put $138.25, and then you know what? Let it run for 6 days. Nobody buys it. Guess what? I'm only out 25 cents. So, yeah, $170 or best offer. That's about right for that. I mean, I would have asked $140 for it myself. $295 for 36XC with the box. Long as it works, $295. Yeah, I can see that. And it's getting better as time goes on, I guess. Parts only, you're going to pay $152 and 9 people bid on a 2060 Super. Really? You must be crazy. I would never bid on that. I mean, you got a 2060 right here. The only difference is 2 gigabytes. You know, I mean, best off to go to Newegg with that one. Free shipping. 2060, $249. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. $550 for 44, you know. I mean, looking at these prices, if you want a used car, then, you know, this will be probably the best way to go. I mean, but you know, you got to look at all the headache you got to deal with and everything else. It's just best to buy it off right. But if you ain't got that kind of money, then this will probably be the best place to be. But really, really, really watch what you buy. And seriously, really watch what you buy. I mean, this one right here, if it was me, I would ask him for at least $300 for that card with the ride. Just to let you know, if they send it with the ride, free shipping, $350. That's probably worth it. No, I wouldn't pay that right there. Do yourself a favor. If it says VGA on it and you don't have VGA, you're just wasting your money. So that's just a helpful hint. $298. Used in perfect working order. Yeah, it's working perfectly when it's used. Okay, why would somebody put that? Has to be the box. There is no way that you start your bidding and this one he didn't put nothing in there for the bidding but $1.25. You'll be lucky if you get the box for $1.25. I don't think they're gonna put out $1,000 for you to buy it at $1.25. So, I mean, 2070, I would not pay 260 for. I wouldn't even. No way. 198. Got a KO, 24 gigabyte, $50. $25 because see, it's got a sticker right here. Y'all looking? See that sticker right there? That's a defective product sticker, I bet you. So let's do the math on it. 29 bids for $140. And that's a 3060. I would have pulled that off the market. I wouldn't even thought about sold it. Alienware? No. Anything that says Alienware, forget it. I ain't buying nothing that says Alienware. That's nothing but an Alienware bunch of headaches. 4090, 24 gigabytes, $1,600, MSRP right there, or best offer. So you can get a 4090 right there. But as long as it doesn't say it's a box, you'll be all right. You know, 3070 for the win. I would ask 300 for it. 6900 XT Nitro. I would ask maybe 275 for that. You know, 580. I wouldn't pay no more than $60 for a 580. You know. So y'all are getting an idea right now, right? This is eBay. So now you see eBay's prices for this week. Moving on over. Let's go over to Micro Center. See what prices they got. 3070 Ti, $649. No way. 3060 dual overclocked, $359. No way. 3060 12 gigabyte, $389. Nope. You know, 369, $459. You know, 6650 XT, $294. You know, and you get 6950 XT, $700. Forget it. I mean, all right. This is the drag queen of it all. Okay. Let me bring the mic closer so you can. And let's get our soda again. Make sure you got your soda. My conclusions. Alrighty, you know, you got some smokers and you got some chokers in there. I'm going to tell you like this. When it comes to the graphics card, you got to think what games you're playing, what's the requirements, you know, what your actual use for your computer is going to be. Are you going to want to play 5 different games? Are you going to want to play 10 different games? Are you going to want to play 20 different games? Which I know a lot of people will play 20 to 50 different games. I know some people will play, you know, 25 different games. I know some people have played 10 different games. I know some people have played 5 different games. And I know there's some people that'll play 2 games. And when they play the 2 games, that's it. And that's usually the ones that have limited budgets. So think about the ones that have the limited budgets. What kind of gameplay will they have? Or are they going to be resorted to going to eBay, buying a all-in-one system, and guess what? Getting something like, a built system, an all-in-one, and then getting crap cards like this. See this? Getting crap cards like this that break after 2 days. So, yes, I keep that as a reminder why I got my iGPU. My integrated graphics, my Ryzen 5 5600G, it keeps reminding me day after day why I have that processor, and I still don't have a graphics card. This is reminding me the reasons why. And this is what the manufacturers, the big manufacturers, have to look at. The reasons why somebody's not, customers are not buying graphics cards. And that's the reason why. You get something busted. It's like going to Walmart. You get something busted, guess what? You got to spend your time, take it back, and guess what? Them to tell you, well, there's nothing they can do about it. You got to send it to the manufacturer. And then after you send it to the manufacturer, and then they give it back to you and say, you know what, there's nothing we can do about it because it defeats the warranty. There's something you did wrong that made the warranty go bad on this. And then guess what? You're holding? You reach over into your little pile, like I do, and you get this as an answer. Right here. This as an answer. A busted GPU. Now you know why it's graphics card nightmares. Now you know why I say what I say. And now you know why, I'd rather review iGPUs, integrated graphics, than I would regular discrete graphics cards. There might not be that many in integrated graphics, but I'll tell you what, if they can game, they can game. Get it? So, but that's my conclusion to this. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And that way you can become a part of the JJPC Builds family. And if you like the videos, make sure you stamp a thumbs up on the videos. Would be appreciated to see more thumbs up, I haven't seen but maybe 4 or 5 of them. But thank you for putting thumbs up on the videos. And also, too, I want to welcome all the new people that did subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the family right here at JJ's PC Builds. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here until the next time. And the next video. This is JJ here at JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next video.